Students, today we'll discuss some questions related to haloalkanes and haloarenes. First question is, how many chiral compounds are possible on monochlorination of 2-methylbutane? How many chiral compounds are possible on monochlorination of 2-methylbutane? This is our first question. Monochlorination of 2-methylbutane. Then 2-methyl, you will write the structure of 2-methylbutane. 2-methylbutane, CH3, CH2, CH3, H, CH3. 2-methylbutane. This is the structure of 2-methylbutane. Then monochlorination will produce how many chlorinated compound? Then monochlorination, you will see that there are how many carbon atoms? A, primary carbon atom A, this is tertiary carbon atom B, and this is secondary carbon atom C, and this is also primary, this is also primary, as you know. Then how many monochlorinated product will be obtained? There are possibility to produce 4 type of monochlorinated product. First is the CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2Cl. This carbon is chlorinated. Then you see later on, second CH3, CH2, CCl, CH3, CH3. This is again next monochlorinated product where the chlorine is attached to the tertiary carbon atom. Then other will be CH3, Cl, H, CH, CH3, CH3. Here the secondary carbon atom is chlorinated. And other will be CH2, Cl, CH2, C, H, CH3, CH3. That means this is also another form of chlorinated form of chlorinated form of compound D. So how many chlorinated product will be obtained? 4. A structure 1, a structure 2, a structure 3, and a structure 4. The question is that how many chiral compounds are possible? Chirality, where is chirality? Chirality, you know that the carbon atom must contain 4 different groups attached to it. Then how many chiral atoms? Suppose this is chiral atom, this is chiral carbon atom, CH3, other is C2H5, other is hydrogen, and these 2 groups not chiral. It is not chiral atom. Chiral carbon atom, where is chirality is present? This is chiral, CH2Cl1, H, CH3, C2H5. This is chiral carbon atom. Another chiral atom, where is chirality? This will be the chiral compound, because this contain 4 different groups attached to it. So how many chiral compounds are possible on monochlorination of 2-methylbutane? Answer would be 2. So only 2 compounds are chiral. 2 compounds are chiral. कौन chiral होगा? Which one are chiral? Then one first is and other is the third. First and third are chiral compound. Now the next question we come to know. Next question is that which branched isomer of saturated hydrocarbon? Which branched chain isomer of saturated hydrocarbon with molecular formula 72U gives only one isomer of monosubstituted alkyl halide? Option is tertiary butyl chloride, neopentane, isohexane, neohexane. How you will proceed to this question? Molecular formula is given 72U, saturated hydrocarbon, that means CnH2n plus 2 is equal to 70 2, 72 U. You can solve it. Carbon atomic mass of carbon is 12n plus hydrogen 2n plus 2 is equal to 72. N value 14, n is equal to 70, n is equal to 5. That means hydrocarbon must be having the formula C5H12. CnH2n plus 2, CnH2n plus 2. So it would be C5H12. Now since it gives only one mono-substituted alkyl halide, so it must be tertiary butyl chloride, CS3, 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 tertiary butyl chloride, because all carbon atoms are symmetrical in nature. Now on the third question, proceeding towards the third question. Third question is that ozonolysis of, coming to third question, ozonolysis of, you can note it, ozonolysis of an organic compound gives formaldehyde as one of the product, formaldehyde as one of the product, HCOH, one of the product. This confirms the presence of two ethylenic double bond, a vinyl group, an isopropyl group, and acetylenic triple bond, So how you will proceed to this question? Question again, you can remember it. Ozonolysis of an organic compound gives formaldehyde as one of the product. This confirms the presence of two ethylenic double bond, a vinyl group, an isopropyl group, and acetylenic triple bond. So in case of this type of question, you will proceed like this. Alkene gives carbonyl compound on ozonolysis. You will note it. Alkene gives carbonyl compound on ozonolysis. So alkene, you will write alkene on ozonolysis, zinc and H2O. It will form HCHO aldehyde plus other compound they are giving. So another compound may be R1, R2, C double bond O. This may be B. So in order to determine alkene, place carbonyl compound with their oxygen atom face to face. Place carbonyl compound with other oxygen atom face to face. R1, R2, C double bond O, and you will write CH. And then replace oxygen atom by double bond. This oxygen atom, replace this oxygen atom by double bond. So it would be R1, R2, double bond, C double bond, CS2. So you see, the question is, ozonolysis of an organic compound gives formaldehyde as one of the product. This confirms the presence of two ethylenic double bond, not possible. A vinyl group, see here, this is the vinyl group. CS, this is the vinyl group. So it contains vinyl group. Answer would be a vinyl group, B. Now coming towards the fourth question, ozonolysis, related to ozonolysis, another question, the very important question. Ozonolysis of an organic compound A produces acetone. Ozonolysis of an organic compound A produces acetone and propionaldehyde in equimolar mixture. Identify A from the following compound. One is the ozonolysis of an organic compound A produces acetone and propionaldehyde in the equimolar mixture. Identify A from the following compound. Option is 2-methyl 1-pentene, 1-pentene, 2-pentene, 2-methyl 2-pentene. What would be the right answer? Let us search it and how we will proceed for this question. Again, that very concept we will use. Alkene gives, on ozonolysis gives two compound. One is the acetone, CS3, C double bond O. Another is propionaldehyde, CS3, CS2, CHO. This is the another compound, propionaldehyde. To identify alkene, again I am telling to you, to identify alkene from ozonolysis product, place these product with oxygen atom face to face, replace oxygen atom by a double bond. So cs3 you will write C double bond O, and propanaldehyde you can rearrange or write like this fashion: CH CH2 CH3. Replace this oxygen atom by double bond. What will be the answer? CH3 C double bond CH2 CH3. Now I will write 1 2 3 4 5. So right answer would be 2 methyl 2 pentene. So option will be 2 methyl 2 pentene. Let us check the next question. Question number 5. The organic compound which shows complete stereochemical inversion during SN2 reaction. You may see question again. The organic compound which shows a complete stereochemical inversion during SN2 reaction. As you know from this chapter that during the SN2 reaction, inversion of configuration occur. So first option is C2H5 whole twice CHCl, CH3 whole thrice CCl, CH2 whole twice CHCl, and CH3Cl. Then we will check the answer in this fashion. Nucleophilic substitution bimolecular prefers less asterically hindered site to attack. Which is less asterically hindered, then it will help that option D would be the less asterically hindered. Lesser the asteric hindrance, faster the SN2 reaction. You will note it, lesser asteric hindrance, faster will be the SN2 reaction, faster SN2 reaction. Then 1 degree, 2 degree, and 3 degree. So 1 degree will prefer SN2 reaction. So SN2 involve inversion of configuration. Let us see it. SN2 involves inversion of configuration. This is the wedge and dash structure of monochloromethane. Nucleophile, suppose nucleophile coming to this side, then what you see, H, and this will be the H, this is H, and this is the nucleophile. So SN2 involves inversion of configuration stereochemically. Since 1 degree alkyl halide are prone to SN2 reaction, therefore CH3Cl undergoes complete stereochemical inversion. Now the next question we are coming to explain. Consider the following. See here. Consider the following bromides. One A, other is the B, and C. Correct order of SN1 reactivity is. Correct order of SN1 reactivity is what? So for this question, we have to memorize the SN1 reactivity, in which case SN1 reactivity will be maximum. Reactivity of SN1 reaction depends upon the stability of intermediate carbocation. You can note it that the reactivity of SN1 reaction depends upon the stability of intermediate carbocation formed during these reactions. The stability order of the carbocation formed from the given species, suppose MEBr, it will form MECH2 plus, here it will be the plus because 1 degree carbocation, it will form 1 degree carbocation stabilized by hyperconjugative structure due to 2 alpha hydrogen. Here it is a 2 alpha hydrogen, 1 degree carbonium ion, 1 degree carbocation, or you call it 1 degree carbonium ion. Now in the option B, you see in the option B, methyl, here is the bromine. After the SN1 reaction carbonium ion, we have to form carbonium ion. This is the carbonium ion, this is 2 degree, this is the allylic, sorry, this is the allylic carbocation. Allylic carbocation. This is allylic carbocation. Carbocation. A stabilized through resonance due to conjugation. A stabilized through resonance by conjugation. And the other option is C. You write C here in this fashion. Me. This is the 2-degree carbocation. If it is removed, then 2-degree carbocation Me, and this is 2-degree carbocation. 2-degree carbocation stabilized by hyperconjugation. And how many alpha hydrogen present here? 3 and 3, 1, 4 and 2. 2 hydrogen atom is there, so 6 alpha hydrogen is present there. So it is a hyperconjugating structure will be more. And as you know, the stability of carbocation, allylic first of all, allylic, then 2-degree, then allylic 2-degree and 1-degree. So order will be what? First of all C will be, so first of all allylic. Which is allylic? B. So option will be B. So let us see B. Then after C, B after, then first of all B, after, then after C, and then after A. So right option would be A. Thanking you. These all question will help you to clear the board exam as well as competitive exam also. Thanking you so much.